Oh my gosh. Hi guys, it's Melissa. I love orchids and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can guess, we have a bag baby haul and two others. So stick around. You'll want to see what I found this last trip. Alright, so first of all, I'm wearing my orchid visor from Orchidique because there's no other way to come outside. I just got back from a vacation. I got my sunglasses. Oof, I just got back from a vacation, which was a lot of pool, a lot of beach, a lot of sun. I got my tan and all that. Now I get back home and I've been wanting to work with the orchids. Believe it or not, I actually missed, and I'm looking at the wrong spot. I need to stop doing that. I actually missed my orchids. Can you believe it? I just wanted to see who was blooming and who wasn't blooming and all that. And so I'm gonna do like a little walk around and let's check the orchids now that I'm back from vacation. What the heck is that? Hold on. Okay, it's a hornet. Look, it's like a hornet. And oh my gosh. Okay, so I hope, come on, I know. Come on. Just when I sit down, just don't bite me. I'll leave you alone. It's so hot. Anyways, it's 92 degrees in Miami. I'm gonna wrap it up because it's a little dangerous out here with iguanas and the snakes and the hornets in Miami. Not to mention the other lizards, the other kinds of lizards, the frogs, the toads, the squirrels. Anyways, so I went to Home Depot and I thought, let's see what they got. Today is one of the days, and I'm not gonna mention what day is the day that that they get their deliveries, because how would that be good? Then the next time I go, there'll be nothing. So I'm sorry to be selfish, guys, but I have worked so hard to make sure I learn, and I'm gonna be, you know, a little bit reserved when it comes to sharing all the tricks. I'll show you what I got, but you got to do all the legwork on your own. So anyways, here's my headband. So I went on vacation, and this actually I found on vacation, and I'm going to open it with you. This is Vanda, oh my gosh, Tavisuka, but I've seen it online and it's Tavisuska or something. So sometimes you're going to run into misprints and misspellings and lowercase when you think it's a species, and then you look it up and it's like, wait a minute, it's lowercase and it's not a species. That's right, they sometimes don't do their tags correctly, and it is what it is. You still get a good bargain for a pretty good orchid. So I thought it was a species, but when I looked it up on Orchid Roots, goodness, I'm gonna ignore it. Okay, if I ignore it, she may go away. But if you hear me screaming, I got stung by the hornets. So there you go. So this has the beautiful colors that I love. I love it when it's like lighter pink on the top and darker on the bottom. This is a hybrid that has, of course, Sanderiana. Look at that. It's obvious that it has Sanderiana, which is what in my eyes. I'm going to show you in a little bit. I'm going to walk out there to the scorching sun in the greenhouse, and I'm going to show you my yellow butterfly, which has the same pattern that I fell in love with years ago. And so all the ones that I see with this pattern, is like, I can't help it. And then when you see them that they're bent, hardly able to fit in this bag baby bag, okay, that's when I go for it, because you know that they're on the bigger side. When you see that it has a lot of roots, so this is the root ball that it came with. It also is showing some Can you see it in there? Huge, big new roots that are growing. Okay, so I'm gonna untangle these roots. Some of them I'll eventually end up cutting off because it is what it is. They're not all gonna be perfect. I have a hanger and I'm gonna hang this up. So this is what you're dealing with. I'm gonna let her straighten out her leaves. So this is the size of a bag baby, similar to the price of a 4-inch pot. So I've had these bloom for me in about 6 months to a year. Okay, now that, keep in mind, I'm saying that for me because I buy them when they look like they're no longer fitting in the bag. I buy them when I see that they're on the larger side. Okay, so it depends on what size you get it. You may have an hour a year before they bloom. Some of them, the roots are already so gone that this one has pretty good roots. I am gonna wet her. I'm gonna put a regular hanger on here. I'm gonna keep her in here, and hopefully we'll see this really soon. So I think this was a good one. Attach the tag in a better way because sometimes they fall right through the holes. So I'm gonna make a secondary tag for her. Usually they kind of put it like that, but then it disappears, especially if you put like Spanish moss like I do. So I would say 70% of these roots are gonna stay. That's a pretty good deal. This was 20 bucks. So yay, that was my first one. And of course I want you guys to vote. What's your favorite that I got? All right, what else? I'm gonna save the two Vandas, the other Vandas, for the end. But this one, there's a group of bag baby hunters that are on Facebook, and this group has about 1,000 crazy bag baby hunter people, moi included, because it is what it is. And then I don't see how this group will make you get better. It'll just make you get worse. So I personally have gotten to see some pictures and I'm like, wow, that is nice. So a little tip for us, for the new ones, the new bag baby hunters that I know are going to be inspired to go out and try to collect some and find gorgeous things at big box stores, because it just happens. Okay, and I don't work for any of them and they don't give me anything. So this is just because it is what it is. When you go and you see this tag, don't think that you're going to get exactly what's pictured here. You have to look inside for the actual tag. Now sometimes you'll see it here, sometimes you'll see it in the media, sometimes you'll see it stapled on the outside. Mistakes happen. Sometimes they're mislabeled, sometimes they came out and someone might have just, oh look, tags fell out, and they just stick it in. Don't think that this is what you're going to get, because sometimes it just has somewhat of a semblance of a color and that's it. So yes, this has yellow, this has no red. So you have to look on Google, on Orchid Roots, to see the exact orchid that you're getting. And this one, Liam is the person who started our group on Facebook. And honestly, this is completely his fault. So if you know, you know. This is what I got. RLC Young, hold on. Young Hua Young Gold. Pretty is the cultivar. So there's sometimes a description at the bottom. This one says two-tone yellow splash. So it doesn't look like this at all. There is no red. It's two-tone yellow splash. So if you like the Amazing Thailand Rainbow and those sorts, or the nail hammer, then this is for you, because this has the dark yellow and the softer yellow splash. It looks like a ray of sunshine. It's gorgeous. I read that it has a fragrance. It's very lemony. Love that. So I'm going to take her out of here. Again, RLC Hua Young Gold Cultivar Pretty. So when I saw that Liam posted a picture, that's what happens with these groups, I said, I'm gonna go see if I find one, a good one, because sometimes you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever, and what you find is half dead babies. Which reminds me, there's this grower, I don't want to say grower, this planty liker, a person who likes plants. I feel like I just downgraded this, but that's not very nice. A person who likes plants, and she has like a couple orchids, and she's doing a whole series on how to go and get an orchid that's dying so you can bring it back to life. And I was like, why would you do that? I mean, I get it. I get the concept. But if you're dealing with like a pothos plant, okay, not that bad. You can propagate it. I mean, there's a million things you can do. You're talking about an orchid. There's such slow growing plants. You don't want to get one that's half dead to try to bring it back to life for a newbie to handle. I gave her my 2 cents. I'm like, why don't you start with a healthy orchid and see if you don't kill her. I mean, just start in a good place. Don't start behind the 8 ball. But you know what? To each their own. You want to do that? Go ahead. But if I started with orchids that were half dead and then had to bring them all back to life, I would have never. I'm sorry. It's just like it's only so much disappointment one can handle. That would be way too disappointing because you kill a whole lot before you learn. And so you kill a whole lot of healthy ones. So I can't imagine one that's halfway in the pearly gates. But you know what? To each their own. Do whatever you want to do. She got mad at me too, I think. She was like, the whole point is to... You're right. The whole point is that's your thing. You want to do that? Go. Good luck to you. I like to search out the healthy ones first, before I decide to, get them when they're in purgatory. But anyway, so this is the plant. She looks pretty good. There's 2 sheets there that I just noticed. 2 sheets. So this is the plant that you get. This is the pot that you get from Home Depot. This is the 4-inch plastic pot. And a lot of times what happens, that happens. But what happens is that they're going to have possibly sphagnum moss in the very center. They're going to have bark, not the best quality. I get it. It's okay. You're supposed to change that out anyway. They're going to have perlite like this. And you're going to have some charcoal. And at the bottom, you're going to have some styrofoam pieces. And I already see them. See them there? It's the pattern. That's what you get. So sometimes, you could even reuse these materials. I'll reuse this to attach orchids to trees. Rubber band you can use for whatever you want. And that's that. So this is my first or second or third, whatever. Make sure to put the tag back in because a lot of times that gets confusing. Let me show you the next one. And then we got 2 Vandas already hanging over there, which is basically not what I encourage you to do. Okay, you should acclimate them first or separate them and make sure that they're healthy before you bring them close to the others. But I saw these in pretty good condition, so you can do what you want. Not as I say, but as you should do, which is hold them from the others before you are sure that there's nothing wrong. So this one I got because I happened to see on the tag, here's the tag. I happened to see on the tag that it was awarded HCC AOS. So HCC, let me backtrack a little bit. The AOS is the American Orchid Society. Okay, so they are pretty much the group of people that have had a lot of knowledge, a lot of learning, a lot of everything. They have a website. You can join the group. I'm a part of this society. I pay yearly. I get the magazines, blah, blah, blah. They give awards to plants that are of high quality. Either it's flower quality or it's, I forgot to tell you about all the information that you can tell that I just got back from vacation. I'm trying to jump into this without being ready. Back to this really quick. Sorry guys, back to this. Young Hua Pretty. I did some research for you, so now I feel like I have to tell you. Okay, so this was registered in 2018, okay, which is, I don't know, I liked it because that's when my daughter was born. So it's a pretty young hybrid. And why I liked it, why I chose her, I always feel like I have to justify, because the underlying species in this Young Hua Young Gold Pretty is 30% Daoiana. 30%. Did I say per 6? 30% Daoiana, which is like, come on, the mother of all orchids, Daoiana. Guess what else? Digbiana, which has the frilliness and the lip. And guess what else? Everyone's favorite, also tenebrosa. So those are the three contributing species. There's more, but those are the main ones. So when you see that there's in the parentage orchids that everybody loves, including, you know, those are like everybody's favorites, then I want to get a hybrid made with a mix of those, because why not? For $20, get a hybrid that has Dowiana, Digbiana, and Tenebrosa. Hello, right? It's like a no-brainer. So that's that. That's what I forgot to tell you. Also, this particular hybrid got a bronze medal. So it's so funny how I won an award for having a lot of ribbons won at my Orchid Society. By the way, shout out to the South Florida Orchid Society. Come and join us every third Wednesday. Go online, they have a website, and they'll tell you when to go and what's going on, when they have the raffles, when they have the silent auctions, when they have all the events. And you can go and we could be friends on the third Wednesday of the month. Okay, so this one got a bronze medal, which is awesome. A little bit below silver, below gold, but you know, it's a medal, right? And it got it for flower quality. I love it. So I think that, and in conjunction with, I just loved the parentage line behind that. All right, next we have another one who is a winner chicken dinner. This one is RLC Chief Pink Cultivar Diana, and this one has HCC AOS. So this is back to what I was talking about. The HCC award is highly commendable certificates, high commendation, something like that. Oh my gosh, I have forgotten, but I'm pretty close, because I know I'm pretty close. Highly commendable certificate or something like that. Very big award. It's pink with a colored lip. So I want to show you a picture, of course, from Orchid Roots, what it's going to look like, because I have found, okay, that I love the combination of pink. Did I show you the tag? Of pink with, like, it's pink and lilac and white. I only saw one that had a little bit, it looks something like this, but only one that had a little bit faint deep in the throat, some yellow. But the rest of them that I saw were not like that. They were like another one that I have that I love. So when I saw that, I thought, and HCC, go ahead, another pink to the collection. So again, she doesn't look like this. I will put a picture so you can see what she actually looks like from Orchid Roots. And let me tell you something about her. Okay, all I know is that she was registered in 2008. That's my anniversary, so that's a good year. And again, the same thing, the contributing species ancestors to this orchid, to this hybrid. Okay, so when you're going to choose between a hybrid and a species, that's completely subjective. It's up to you. I know some people that only want to get species because they only want to get orchids that are naturally occurring in the wild. That's what species means. You'll find them in the wild naturally. They grow just like that. And then sometimes you get a primary hybrid, and those are, they can occur in nature if they're close in proximity. They can, you know, cross pollinate with birds or whatever have you, the wind, right? And they can occur naturally in nature. Primary hybrids, you can have a species and another species cross them. That's a primary hybrid. Now, there are orchids that have been hybridized. There's a lot of different crosses going on there. There's a lot, you know, and it's just a lot of I don't know how to describe it, but and the good thing about hybrids is that you get hybrid vigor. They are stronger. Okay, they can maybe bloom more blooms, they last for longer, they can be sturdier, they can be, you know, just a sturdier plant, a stronger plant. Okay, hybrid vigor, and people like that, especially like me. If I have a lot of delicate ones, but I love to find ones that have the species in the parentage that I love. So this one has Mossy or Mossier, Triani, and Gascaliana. So I have both of those top ones. I don't have Gascaliana, but I really love it, and if I do find it, I will get one, add her to my collection. So that's why I got her. And of course I saw the picture. Always Google the picture. Don't go by this. Google the picture, and oh my goodness, it's just, and it supposedly has a good fragrance. Usually everything that I find with chief in it has some kind of pink that I love. So that's it. I'm already sweating up a storm here, so I'm gonna move a little faster. The other two, you're gonna have to come with me, because which one should I do last? Okay, I'll do this Vanda first, and then I'll do the other one. The one that I basically fell for, that I've been looking for a long time, I'll do that one after that. Okay, so I already added this one into my collection, and I hope you can get the color. I hope you can get that. I'm gonna have to pull her out because I don't know if you're getting the accurate color, and I want you to see the accurate color. I want you to see. This is it. Oh my gosh, how gorgeous are these colors? So for now, I'll just hang her here. Hopefully I don't bring down the whole sign. Oh my goodness, I find her so gorgeous. Here's her tag. Again, Tavisuksa again, coming around. Look at that. All right, so this is Nauporn Golden Dream and Tavisuska, and it was registered already. So that's the hybrid. Those are the two that make the hybrid, but according to Orchid Roots, it has just been registered, and it's called Vanda Fa Gold, F-A Gold. So I'm gonna make another tag, so she has double tag, so I have, you know, so it's more accurate. I love the color. I love how you can see the webbing. These two bottom petals look different than, oh, I mean, she's beautiful. No fragrance. These bigger flowers don't have a fragrance, but it's okay. All right, so it has large showy blooms, pale orange yellow spots, and the prominent darker labellum. I think she's gorgeous. I had to have her. What do you guys think? All right, last but not least, we're gonna go quickly because, like I said, I'm melting. Okay, turning this around. Here we have her. Here we have her. All right, this one has been on my wish list for a long time. Every time I see this one, it is never a price that I want to pay. So I've seen her for $100. I actually looked her up on a couple of sites. Okay, the cheapest site that had her for sale actually just sold out, so it was Palmer's for $65, and I found her on another site for $150. So this one was $39. And yes, you guessed it, this is Renan Stylist Bangkok Beauty. Bangkok Beauty, she's so pretty, and she is like that perfect cherry red. Gorgeous red sprays of star-shaped flowers, and then you can see faintly striated tiger red stripes. You see them? Oh my god, she's so gorgeous. Okay, they like highlight, sometimes are ready to take partial sun. I'm sure you have to acclimate and move it slowly out. It likes 80% humidity. Well, it's gonna love it here because it is hot and super humid. And that is all for my little haul today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it's bag baby season, I guess. The Better-Gro people are getting the message that people want to get those bag babies at good prices. So anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Make time for things you love and come out and spend time with your orchids. Bye.